Hi everyone. This week I'm back with a British artist who makes scenes out of little tiny people and photographs them, but also leaves the scenes in places for you to find when you're walking down the street. So I brought some pictures to show you what it's all about. Slinkachu is a British artist who is working now, and he creates little scenes that he leaves on the street for people to find. And he also photographs them because once he leaves them, he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. So here's a sneaker in a puddle. It's just in the middle of the city, and but you see, what do you see? I see a sea serpent and some people in a little bottle cap boat. Imagine if you were walking down the street and came across this. He's been doing these since 2006, and he does them all over the place. This one looks dangerous. We've got some people, it looks like they're in a sea of lava or chicken tikka masala. This is a bad day. So he leaves these. This looks like it's on the little corner of a sidewalk near a building, and he just leaves these here for people to find, a little surprise in your day. Sailing in some milk. He uses little figurines for model railroads, and he paints them himself and decides where to put them. And sometimes he sets up a scene, but sometimes he just comes across something and looks like it needs some people, and this is what the scene suggests itself. And these can be fun, but they can also tell you something or make a statement. Like here, you have some weeds growing in an empty parking lot, and a little tiny person cutting flowers that are way bigger than her. But maybe he's trying to say that there's beauty in unexpected places. This is one of my favorite ones, the cavernous bag of Cheetos outside of a museum somewhere. Sometimes there's statements. What do you think this is talking about? You have four normal everyday people pulling one side of this $10 bill, and on the other side, you have four men in suits pulling the other side, and it's starting to rip down the middle. So, who do we think's getting the money, and are we fighting over it? What do you think Slinkachu is trying to say? And sometimes he gets political or wants to tell you something. See this banana peel? It's a refugee tent talking about different refugees all over the world. And look, it's placed in a playground. You can see the little banana peel in the picture on the right. And he's talking about children in different parts of the world and what's going on. Here we have miniature Hilton hotels sinking in the rising water. Makes me think of a statement on climate change. I don't know what he intended, but that's the beauty of these things. It's what you see in it and also what he was thinking when he made it, but he's not there to tell you, and there's no title there when you walk down the beach and you see this there. So it's really about what you think when you see it, if you see it. I also have a little video where he talks a little bit about his process making these and why he makes them, and I'm going to show you now.
Hi, I'm Slinkachu. This is my flat stroke workshop stroke rubbish dump. And at the moment I'm working on a show which is called Concrete Ocean, which is opening at Andeepa Gallery in London from the 3rd of March. So I'm working on installations and bits and pieces for that. All the photography's already finished, all the street stuff that I've done over the past few months and last year. Putting the stuff on the street, one of the ideas that I like is that people really will, if they find them, if they're lucky enough to actually spot them, is that they will take them if they see them. Not knowing at all why that they're there or who's done them or anything at all, just being like a kid find. I'd love to be there if a kid found one or something. It would be the most amazing thing, I think. And I think back to what I would have felt like if I'd stumbled across that as a little kid. It would have completely blown my mind. I still love stuff like that. You initially think it's just a box, but actually there's something else going on. It's not just a piece of litter, there's something else going on with it. And I think it's quite interesting to sort of explore the different types of litter and packaging and all this stuff you see around you. and think, well, what is the analogy for what that would be? And how can you make that piece of litter something more than just something that's been dropped, but have some kind of story in it, some kind of narrative to it. And they might be hidden so well that they might still be out there, you know, in a little nook of a wall or something. There's something quite nice about that I quite like. So I'll take these, like cut the arms off, reposition them into different things. So I'll take these, shave off some of the detail, use like modelling clay and things to put hoods on them, baggy trousers and things like that. And then paint them. So not too difficult really. I did a thing for Bhopal, like an installation for the chemical. It wasn't really a spill, but you know the chemical release. And it is nice to be able to do those kind of things because you sort of think, well, you've got an opportunity now to do something that can help people. And I was quite lucky to get into this because I had a day job and I started doing this completely as a hobby with no idea or inclination that I was going to end up doing this.
So we've seen a little bit of what Slinkachu does to bring a little joy and excitement and surprise into people's days. And I'd like you to give it a shot too. So find something that speaks to you, a little figure, whatever, something that you have around. I have one of these little Lego skeleton guys I was thinking about doing something with. And find a scene, make a scene for it. Look around and see what you think about things. What could people be doing? Once you make your scene, take a picture of it or make a drawing of it. Here's a little journey my skeletons went on in the backyard. They had some dangerous times and some hard climbing passages through the rocks. Oh, that doesn't look good. But they ended up relaxing in the end. Nice swimming pool. So I can't wait to see what you make.